Jake's first memory is one of having to poop. He's at a park playing a sport he isn't good at with friends who are more athletic and far more comfortable with public toilets. Jake decides to waddle home and use the hallway bathroom with those blue tile squares he really likes, but sometimes things don't work out. Instead, Jake sharts in the driveway and it's like the Big Bang. The unexpected dump ignites his prefrontal cortex, sending ping-pong signals from his ass to his frontal lobe, and Jake will always remember the vivid yellow of the flowers seconds before. At the same park, Jake picks up a rock and he's terrified by the small tarantula that lives underneath. Jake screams and calls Mother on Scott's flip phone. Later, Scott will go swimming and he will say something like, "God damn it," after realizing the phone is still in his pocket. Jake and some action figures will watch from the floor as Scott puts his phone in the oven. The phone dries, but it also melts. After both instances, Jake returns home to find grandfather sitting in a brown leather chair. Scott had covered the chair with towels to keep the leather safe, but Jake had always thought that killed the point of having a nice leather chair in the first place. When grandfather wasn't sitting in the living room, he was stealing cups from Fuddruckers and he was decorating his garage with war memorabilia and hijacked road signs. Grandfather's dead now, but Jake swears he saw his spirit while sleeping on an air mattress in his parents' bedroom. On the day grandfather died, Jake took a magnet off of his refrigerator. It was in the shape of an Inuit man's head, and other than his enjoyment of the fur hood, it held no personal relevance whatsoever. 4 years later, Jake wakes up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go to school. He regretfully listens to Jason Mraz while sipping coffee out of a portable canister from the 99-cent store. The coffee is too hot, which reminds Jake of an awkward encounter at Starbucks in which the lady behind the counter asked whether he wanted his latte warm or cool, and Jake responded, "Warm's cool." The same lady once said she was uncomfortable taking the cheese off of his defrostable sandwich, and Jake resented the sandwich more than her. Jake tries to forget the encounter and maybe to see his time in the morning as a time to meditate. But then he thinks the fact that he has that thought in the first place shows that it probably isn't. Jake stares at the magnets on his refrigerator, including a translucent butterfly and a portrait of his dog in a frame that says "World's Best Dad." Then he sees an old friend. Jake didn't remember putting the Inuit head on his own refrigerator, nor did he remember the Inuit man had a smile, but nonetheless, Jake smiles back.